Would you say that an audience listens to improv music differently than they listen to compositional music, or do you think it's the same thing? It's a question I've asked a lot of people. Is there a different way of listening to this type of music?
It's a very tough question.
I'll explain it this way. If it's in the interview, whatever, you don't mind it being in the interview?
Yeah. No.
Okay, even this is good. Like with Field, since it's not a blues band, people can't go, that's a good blues band or a bad blues band.
Right.
They have to make up the rules of listening each time they see us. And I'm wondering if all improv music doesn't do that, where you kind of have to make up the rules to how to hear it
I think you might
to
be
yourself.
right. Yeah.
You might love it, your friend might hate it.
Yeah. It's also difficult in terms of the fact that, you know, when you go see a jazz show, you expect to hear improvisation. And it's a different kind of improvisation as well. So I think, you know, to listen to what we do in same thing as what you guys do, you do have to sort of have a thinking outside of the box mentality to make sense of it. Even if you don't understand it, you can still like it or hate it. You don't. It's like there's lots of art that I look at and I go, I know why people really look up to that, but I don't like it. So it's a case of I understand it, just I don't like it.
Right, you think.
And I find a lot of experimental type music falls into that category. You either figure it out or you don't.
Okay. Also, would you consider that, you know, very often, like say in a blues, I'll just go back to blues, you know there's a certain kind of scales that are going to be used, whereas you guys might shift from one mood to a completely different mood that sounds like a completely different band. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's also another way that to listen to the music is different, because, you know, you got to be on your toes in a way.
Right.
Yeah. And know that actually literally anything can happen.
Right. What would you say there's a process to what you do, or is it just, again, pretty simple, basic?
I generally tell people that we start.
Yeah, we do
Some
start.
stuff happens, and we finish.
And then how do you know it's over? What determines that it's over, the piece? Because I know it's not the clock.
No,
It's not the clock.
it's not a clock. It's just. It's almost like it's an internal clock. That just goes.
That's done.
All right, it's time.
Put that away.
Good. Well, should we? Is that good, or do you want to? Should we go more?
Yeah. You
I don't know what else
keep
to
going.
ask really, unless you guys want to make a comment on something. Does anyone else have a question? Paige or Sean?
I think we should have started at the fact that the Psychics are the greatest band of all time.
Ah.
And
And
gone from
we
there.
are truly Gondor Primula.
Yes.
Ah.